Matsya Purana is one of the most ancient of the 18 Mahapuranas. We selected this as a theme for this year, primarily driven out of curiosity of the Matsya Avataara, and specifically because a similar incident is narrated across many cultures, and to find out where does ours stand in the context to those. Traditionally, all Puranas are revealed during dialogues between rishis. These are mainly narrated by Sutta Munis to Shaunaka Maharshis. The Matsya Purana, however, has directly come from Lord Vishnu in the form of a fish to Vaivasvata Manu. Another reason for picking it is because this avatara is pertinent to the presiding Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, of the current Manvantara, which is Vaivasvata Manvantara, in which we are in. The conversation and ultimately revealing the various Shastras, Dharmas, etc. by Lord Vishnu in the form of Matsya to Vaivasvata Manu during the Pralaya or deluge is documented as Matsya Purana. So, what is Matsya Avataara? Pretty much every household and every child would be aware of the Matsya Avataara. Just to recap, during the 6th Manvantara or the Chakshusha Manvantara, King Satyavrata, who was the son of Suryadeva, was a great king, one who ruled in the path of Dharma and a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Upon his time for Vanaprastha, he renounced his kingdom to his son and went to the forest and performed tapas for 1,000 years. Pleased with his virtues, Brahma granted him the boon that he would be the Manu after the Pralaya, meaning to say that he would be the ruler of the Vaivasvata Manvantara or the 7th Manvantara, which we are in today. And so time passed by. Satyavrata got into the river to offer Pitrutarpana, and during the process, a small fish jumped into his palm and requested him not to throw it away as he was afraid of the larger fish. So the king, who had all the characteristics of a sage, dropped the fish into his kamandala. Overnight, the fish grew 16 angulas and the kamandala was full. Now he transferred it to a pot. Again, overnight, the fish had grown 3 maru, which is 3 lengths of the forearm, which again meant the pot was insufficient, and he transferred the fish to his well. And again, overnight, it grew to a yojana. Then he transferred the fish to a river and then to Ganga, and he finally transfers it to the ocean. The fish had almost grown to 200,000 yojanas. Satyavrata was surprised by the growth of the fish in a short span of time. He suspected that it could be a asura. It was well known during those times asuras would grow or take gigantic form in a short span of time. He also pondered it could be God. So he asked the fish, "Who are you? I feel you are Vishnu, so please do explain." The fish says he is indeed Lord Vishnu, come to inform him of a pralaya coming and to save himself. He goes on to say that for the next 100 years there will be rains, and without rain there will be no food to eat and people would die. For the next 100 years the land would burn like a fire. It would feel like 12 suns have risen, or the third eye of Shiva himself has been opened, and everything will perish. After the pralaya there will be rains. That is when he would again come back as a fish with a horn and bring a boat, which is no ordinary boat, but one which is Vedamaya, built by the Saptarishis themselves. And with it will come the Saptarishis too. It is said during this pralaya of the 7 lokas, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, which is below, would be destroyed. Every loka above these 3 lokas, which is the Mahaloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka and Satyaloka, will not be destroyed. During the deluge, King Satyavrata starts a conversation about various topics with Lord Vishnu. This is documented as Matsya Purana. Once the deluge subsided, the pious Manu, the knower and savior of Dharma, conducted tapas and homas. Through his yogic power, was born the mind-born daughter Ela and all other beings. Through her, the world was again populated, and the rest is history.